What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
나만 바라봐. 안녕, 로입니다.
I'm Jarek.
And I'm Curtis.
You know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here. BB, Vengeance, special Patreon request from Gaming with Roxy. Guys been banging on the table. Yeah, Gaming with Roxy. Long time supporter of the channel. Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Roxy?
Guys been actually banging on the table for this for a while. I'm trying to wait to do this because I was trying to set it up with something special. Wanted to do this, then wanted to do her killing voice. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, I already know in the comments, you gotta react to Casino!
So, yeah, I mean, I haven't tried to cheat. Yeah. I did grab 2 joints off the album that I already know.
No, I didn't. Oh, really? Look at you.
You heard it here.
He said Redeemers were playing it.
I know.
No, it's real life. I heard it though and shit. They were playing it on their story, and I was like,
I just got the old
but BB, she's dope as hell. By the way, if this is your first time on the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. Become a real redeemer today, or it's gonna be vengeance on that ass. Cause like your 7th video watching and you're not subscribed. Also, make sure you take yourself over to the Patreon. That's where the Killing Voice is gonna be. All the Killing Voices are up there that haven't dropped yet. I think it's still like the NCT one up there. We're going to be getting in the EXID at some point, maybe either today or on the next drop. Be on the Patreon for all that stuff and some more BB content that hasn't dropped yet. But no long talk. We can jump right into this and have a conversation when we are done.
I thought you were going to say
나쁜년.
On vengeance. It's like a mob meetup.
It's a Cadillac.
Sponsored by.
Interesting. What's that? Who that in the blind? What's that?
Hashtag pressure.
What's that? It's a
See him in here?
Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Shit.
Oh, I think it's loud as fuck. Yeah. Loud my brain.
Interesting. Dealt with a few.
Got it.
How do you like it? It's not too fun when the rabbit got the gun. No, that was the nigga that disrespected her. Hey, keep your hands off a queen, nigga.
많이 부족해서 그렇다. 왜? 그렇지. 이제 얼마 안 남았다. 어? 내가 앞으로 네 상 밀어줄게. 어? 야, 근데 형석이 형 진짜 내가 안 그랬다. 어?
She gonna scratch him or something.
It's gotta be the nails.
You don't want a light skinned girl laughing like that in front.
뭔 소리야? 내 돈에나 씨발아.
Oh shit, they got him.
It's Casino.
Red, look. You hate red.
I don't hate red. I hate red nails.
Damn, I don't think Bull gonna be on Vengeance too.
Yeah, he cooked.
Rush Hour joint. But damn, he ain't in Vengeance too.
Attack go hard.
Nice.
김영석은 잘 처리했어요.
잘 됐네.
Interesting.
When Josh Sellers wines are aged in bourbon barrels,
Try to pause this shit. Please. You can't. I don't want to hear about your wine.
Oh, he's in a barrel now.
She's giving like some re-energy
Yeah,
on a reggaeton beat
I
though.
love it.
Yeah, you know the beat was beating.
Who caused a bigger beating?
The nigga that ain't even gonna be on part 2. That nigga thought he was going home to his folks.
Thought that shit was sweet, huh?
That shit was sweet.
Talking about some I'll back you.
He said,
now.
I'll back you up.
my
She said,
fucking
nigga, where
money.
that bread is? It's like, bitch, better have my money.
I get it.
Yes, I understand.
I think this is part of like a trilogy because she dropped like 2 or 3 songs.
It's definitely feels story.
And apparently it's been like very cinematic. I know Animal Farm was the first one. I haven't watched it. So I just hear about, you know, like a lot of stuff. Like I said, and I follow her on the gram, so I'll see snippets, but I try not to watch none of it actually. BIBI's dope, man. We were first introduced to her with Automatic that night. And I had like a bunch of songs downloaded from her that same night before, or, you know, whenever I brought everything in. But we just couldn't react to them all because we had, you know, other stuff to get to. But yeah, I like her energy. Like I said, I love narrative videos more than a performance video. Now, obviously, some people mesh both of those together, and it comes out well. So I can appreciate that. But the videos like this is more cinematic and stuff like that are always gonna have me coming back a lot more than anything. And the fact that like she looks good, like besides like on. Let me rephrase that. But she's entertaining because like beauty is one thing. I feel like a lot of K-pop idol or K-pop K-singers, idols, everybody over there, I feel like it's a lot of people that look good and are beautiful, but I want to look at her. I want to see what she's doing. She grabs my attention. Like that's what I kind of look for in visuals. People who not just you're pretty and you're made up and shit, but you look good, you're charismatic.
I like her eyes.
Yeah, that's what I go. That's actually what my main thing I judge visuals by. So if I say someone's a visual, it's not really about them just looking good. It's them being charismatic, and I believe that they're like cool or as whatever the character they're portraying. But nevertheless, like I said, I like how cinematic this is, and like I said, the narrative that's going on, kind of like the mob boss thing and everything like that. And at first, when I was reading the title, I'm like, Napon, I know Napon means like bad. So I'm like, revenge, I thought it was trying to translate that. I was like, that doesn't translate to it. So Nyon is bitch.
It's probably bad, bitch.
No, it is. But that's what I was saying. I was like, that doesn't I didn't know Nyon was bitch. I didn't look up bitch yet.
Those be the first words I'm trying to learn.
Not me. I'm actually trying to learn the language. I'm trying to be a productive learner.
I'm just gonna know if someone is talking crazy to me too while I'm learning.
They wouldn't use bitch the same way. They would call us other words.
I know
that word. Trust me.
I'm gonna find out too.
I know that word. But anyway, back to positive things. I definitely love the part where a dude get out the cage and he's thinking he could talk his way out of this, out of his fate and shit, and she wasn't having it. Give my money, motherfucker. I like that. I like the energy. But this song not necessarily like a download for me, but I definitely can't wait to watch the other videos. Watch and react to the other videos and kind of put this trilogy together and see what kind of. I mean, if this is any indicator, it's telling us what energy she's on and everything like that. So bad bitch energy. So this is pretty cool, man. Like I said, I can't wait to watch the other ones and kind of have it all put together for me.
Yeah, what's the saying? Vengeance have no mercy. What's this one?
Hell has no fury.
Hell have no fury, like a woman scorn.
They just be saying that shit.
Well, shit. Boy gotta eat them words.
That's him. Who told you to pour water on her at a funeral?
He thought shit was sweet, bro.
Yeah.
This is the second story. She might have been chilling the first joint.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. You can say hell has no fury, but like he started that shit with her. Clearly,
Yeah. Nah.
He disrespected her.
Listen, man, I'm here for matching anybody energy that do something
exactly.
to you.
Yeah, I don't.
So whatever was done, give him back tenfold.
I definitely love that back tattoo. I'm not that progressive. I ain't gonna comment on that shit. That shit was sexy.
I was at first. I'm wondering, was that real or did they do it for the video?
I think it was for the
you
video.
can check that IG.
I'm pretty sure
She'll get a follow from me before this is over. I know myself.
I know myself.
I ain't never gonna change.
I ain't never gonna change.
I know what I want.
Yeah, let's get that out the way. Yeah, she's gorgeous though, man. And I do agree. Like sometimes you can have a cute face, but it is certain things about like energy over everything.
This her with your girl. They performed that mama together.
Who's that?
Her and Hyolyn. They performed that mama together.
More mama.
That's why I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if they told Nick about this.
They knew to stay away from me with that. I had stuff to do today. Nah, but she's obviously beautiful. I think since Automatic kind of what was up with her as far as like her being able
real.
to
The tat's not real. This is real.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah,
That's
so
real.
we confirmed no tat. But nah, we been knew she was talented, like kind of from the rip. Like you said, I heard a couple of old things before, and then once I seen she had like the new album out, I knew we was gonna be jumping into it. Just one of them people in the K world, you gotta watch out for.
And she signed the Tiger JK and Hugh Murray.
Okay,
to
yeah.
the label, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so it's just a plethora of talent that I'm not gonna say are like unknowns because like obviously once you start cracking out like those multi-million view videos and stuff like that, you have a fan base and a following. But I will always appreciate us being able to react to artists who aren't particularly like in the bigger idols or a part of like the bigger like companies and
Fan
stuff like
bases
that.
aren't necessarily like
Ones that
juking their numbers and shit like that.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
No, I'm serious. Like, yeah, that's really what, like a lot of stuff comes down to these days.
So yes, me personally, I get the whole wanting something cinematic. It's K-pop, so I'm always enjoy like when it's dancing involved
It's
as
not
well.
K-pop.
Well, I'm saying like it's we know what type time the music is on. We know like at some point, regardless if they're not traditional idols, they'll still be either some type of dancing or some type of like turn. It's gonna be, we know what type of time the video's gonna be on.
Yeah.
But with that being said, like it is decent when you get to see kind of like those extra layers of them actually giving a fuck and like trying to make like a mini movie essentially within like 3 minutes. I know you'll probably jump into the beginning, middle of the end and everything like that, which is funny because this is probably the middle of something and we got a beginning, middle, and end in the middle of something probably. And she dropped like 3 days ago too. So
Yeah, right there.
yeah.
Looks like,
It just was decent. Asia, like in general, has always been like doing their thing when it comes to like cinematography and stuff. So, like, not like I'm jaded by how decent it is. I almost expect everything to look beautiful. With that being said, like they still fucking snapped. I like the spacing in the video as far as like probably what lenses was being used and shit. Probably like 16s, 24s, and like things of that nature. And then obviously the funniest part was Bull thinking he actually was going home. I think he thought he was going home to his wife and kids.
She got you in a dog cage, bro.
Yeah,
You're not
bro.
going
Like
nowhere.
you poured the sake down her.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That shit probably was just water. You put regular hot water on at in a public event, like.
feel like it's just death after that. Like, you know, it ain't too many ways. We can't come back after that and shit. But yeah, with that being said, the track was cool. I'm not sure if it's particularly like a download for me either. Cool. I would love to watch the video again and listen to the song too. I'm pretty sure even if she did a live performance, I actually be interested to see a live performance, just to see her. She is one of those faces, like you said, where you kind of just want to keep watching her. One of those people where if it was up to me, I'd just play like another 10 songs and just react to them for the rest of the night. But life doesn't work that way. So yeah, it's my spool.
It's not really my cup of tea, but you know, I really like that part where he was in the cage. You know, some good acting there, good cinematography. That was cool right there.
You ever been in the doghouse?
I have not, no.
Ever dealt with a light skinned girl?
Of course. It's the same thing.
I feel like your mind is in there.
Yeah. So I got the
We just lost like
metaphor.
3%
He said,
subscribers.
I ain't even pour water on you. I bought you something and I still got treated
Got
like
the
shit.
metaphor.
It's like, let that hurt go.
You gotta get over it, guys.
Get over it. It's on you.
It's on me.
It's on you.
No, I like this a lot. Definitely,
I
like,
care.
I'm not aware of the story as far as like the beginning or how it ends or anything, but I do really appreciate the narrative that was kind of being told within it. It was definitely engaging. Definitely want to commend, you know, all the props as far as like the acting and kind of bringing those things, you know, to fruition. And I do like whenever music videos kind of like I understand if people like the song, they might not like the breaks of like a song. I mean, you know that with like even like the Bad Boys soundtrack and things of that nature, where it's like, you know, you get those like chops where it's like acted out parts and things like that, and sometimes that can deter people if they just want to, you know, hear the song or anything like that. But I think it was interesting in this regard, and I kind of enjoy it both ways. Like I enjoy the narrative aspect of it, and I'll appreciate it, you know, for those things, and then, you know, musically I appreciate it as well. I don't necessarily know if it's quite a download, but it's more so that I'm so intrigued with kind of like where the story goes, and like just because I'm not as well versed in her discography in general, so just kind of like, you know, like if you're telling a story of a mob and it's you know, like a metaphor for like a lover that crossed you or something like that, like just, you know, kind of things of that nature. So stuff like that always kind of, you know, will draw my intrigue. I did really like and find it interesting the kind of, you know, the reggaeton beat, so to speak, and I did think those elements were really interesting as well. As far as some of the narrative side of it, I do like how she kind of essentially, I mean, the whole story is really like just kind of turning the tables on someone, you know, her starting off like, you know, almost dressed like, you know, like almost, and I don't want to, you know, be incorrect in saying so, but just kind of like a almost like a nun, I want to say, as far as like the veil over the head and everything like that. Like basically the wardrobe indicating like that sense of innocence, you know, and the, I don't want to say a fragility or anything like that, but just the fact that, like, you know, her being dressed in white and kind of being like covered and everything, it presents her in a very, you know, innocent manner, whereas, you know, he's dressed in black, he's surrounded, you know, by gang members and everything like that, and just kind of like it was a good way to kind of like, without knowing anything, to kind of get you into the sense of like, you know, impending, you know, danger, I suppose. So when he pours, and I honestly didn't know if that was, you know, water, hot water, alcohol, or any of those things. But it was certainly, you know, in a public event, seemingly a funeral, I want to say.
Yeah.
At least, you know, that's what it seemed to be. So I don't know if the previous thing is like someone died or whatever, and then he like, but the lyrics were interesting as well, where it basically was like I would have turned a blind eye kind of thing. Like I wouldn't have, you know, I would have kind of like, you know, not given any attention to that. But then you kind of said something to where it was like you know, you elevated the stakes in that regard.
Right.
And just knowing that it starts in a funeral scene, I don't know if there's any correlation to that. But I thought that was really interesting as well. And then when it kind of gets to the midpoint, and you do, and the reason I brought up the innocent, you know, as far as the white veil, I suppose, for lack of a better term, that she was wearing, was, you know, as you get sequentially through the video from beginning to end, you see how she goes from being completely covered up to literally having, you know, her bare back out and everything like that. As far as like it was like the stripping of kind of clothes like throughout the sequence of everything, but what the narrative implications are of that, and this is what I found was basically most intriguing, was really he's kind of like the wolf in sheep clothing, or no, she's the wolf in sheep clothing, he's the sheep in wolf clothing. So I kind of like the aspects of kind of turning those tides on each other, where you know, she poses the real danger and you see that with like the primal claws and everything like that, and like almost like that beast like kind of you know, I suppose energy inside. And then really I like the kind of turning or the drifting scene of the car, because it kind of felt like she was like circling her prey, like kind of stalking them. So it felt like primal in that regard as well, because she had like the claws like kind of hanging out the car. And then really it was just the castle line was probably among my favorite, I would say, where it was like, you know, basically a castle with guarded by thorns seemingly. Like I would have never kind of let you like get to me or something like that. But I'm really interested in kind of the story and seeing, you know, where everything goes from here. And honestly, I did like, just on a technical level, aside from everything that was narratively going on, I did like kind of a lot of the flows and things that she had in those regards. And I'm just, you know, really interested to see where the story goes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Great.
Yeah. Jump in the comments. Tell us how you guys feel about this. Let us know which one of our comebacks you like the most. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and jump on the Patreon for great content and exclusive content.
And let us know if you're a Napoleon.
Yeah. We'll be jumping into the Killing Voice, so that'll be up today. Jump on the Patreon. Love you guys. We'll holler
Love
at
y'all.
y'all.
Take care.